First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Dallas Cowboys and the Chicago Bears. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Prescott now on second down. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
The Bears have put an extra defender in the secondary on 3rd down.
Yep, they're in the nickel. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. They were trying to liven up this playoff game very early on. Pretty deep throw, but good coverage.
I think they were counting on the defenders being a little tight, a little over-anxious early, and trying to catch them flat-footed and get a big play.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Bears take over. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you've got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
On the handoff, this is Howard. Call it a gain of 4. Leaves him with options here on 2nd and just a yard.
Only 4 yards on that gain, but, you know, a lot of people would say that's like getting 9 in normal circumstances since this was 1st and 5.
Yeah, now your playbook's wide open here, 2nd and very short.
Yeah, I still don't think that you can count it in the stats that way at contract time.
No, it still goes down as 4, not 9. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
Hey, let's get a conversion. 5-0. Hey, 5 on the 50. Where's that up? 5 on that.
On first down, they run with Howard. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Jameis to throw it. Wide open receiver complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make that throw on a line, he's got plenty of arm to do it.
On first and 10, Winston. He leaves this one for Howard. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll bring up second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
On third down, Winston. It's his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Now Cody Parkey out to try the field goal. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And this is going to be no good. He misses it off to the left, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Looking and finding Allen Hurns. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. The first down carry by Elliott. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out. To throw is Prescott. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
The give is to Elliott. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now Elliott. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Tackle was made by Joel Iyiegbuniwe.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On third down, that's Elliott, and he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up first and goal now. Now on first and goal, a chance to get a leg up in this NFC title game. Now Elliott. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? Here's Elliott. Calling no gain on the play, so no help there. And now fourth and goal.
Now I would be surprised if they go for it. 3 points is not ideal. It's not what they want, but it's still only the first half. Take the 3 points and move on.
And he tugged this one badly. It's no good. Wide left. And this will remain a scoreless game. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. And I don't think this was blocked. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Chicago. Taylor Gabriel, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Bears are able to show off their quick strike ability.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches a football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. Parkey with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. This is taken near the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
Drops it underneath to Elliott. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make this a second down. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We'll be back with more in the NFC title bout after this. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And now he'll tuck it and run. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down. The Cowboys on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Prescott looks to throw on first. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The Cowboys on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Winston now to throw on first down. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Jameis now on first down. Gronkowski's got it on the crossing route. And he's going to be marked down deep in Dallas territory. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number one. A first trip to the red zone for the Bears. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, Winston. Flush to his right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Linval Joseph able to get in there and drop him behind the line. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And now a timeout defensively after that 1st down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And Parkey's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So they get the 3, increase their lead to close out the half.
Excellent way to end a drive. Go into the locker room with a little bit of extra momentum after adding 3 to their total.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So we've reached halftime. Who will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl? 2 more quarters to go. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the 2nd half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. They built a good 1st half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. Nice 1st half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the 2nd half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Give him 30 yards there. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Winston now. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Burton. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. He is tough to bring down, Jameis Winston. Charles, I remember calling a baseball game of his. He played baseball at Florida State, too, and you saw his legs, tree trunks sprayed in to those baseball pants. I said, how could anybody bring this guy down?
And that's part of the beauty of his game because he has that toughness, that thick body. He may not beat you sprinting, but he's real sharp with his mind, and he knows how to get away from people.
That'll wind up going for a loss of 4, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
Let's go now. Let's go. 4 down. 5-0.
Winston. The screen pass here to Cohen. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. And that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there because trying it is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the 1st down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
And Parkey's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
The Cowboys on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing. Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
A give to Howard. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. They were looking good on 2nd down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8.
Here we go, even. Hey, sub. 5-0. Here we go.
Winston now from the 50. Wide open receiver, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there at 22. First down, Winston. Open man left side is Gronkowski. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. Running with Howard. Showed some tough running, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down, fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Let's go. It's time to play. Sonic.
They come up in an offset eye. Here's Winston. And this is going to be incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
He hits Beasley right side. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Decent start there to the drive. Big hill to climb, needing 2 touchdowns, also a 2-2-point conversion.
So, partner, how do you eat an elephant?
I don't eat an elephant. Who eats elephant?
But if you do it 1 bite at a time. Okay. That's the way they've got to play this. One play at a time. Yes, there's urgency, but they have to be careful as well.
Let's go with like a 50. Oh, Prescott stripped. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Okay, this isn't one where you want to take the game tape and hold it up as an example, do you? I mean, you talk about frustrating all the way through. And that last error, I think that crystallizes it, doesn't it?
Absolutely. That's been representative of their entire game still being shut out. Winston now after the fumble recovery. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards.
Green, triple C. Green, triple C. 5-0, 5-0, 5-0. Green, triple C.
Here's Winston. Being chased out left. Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. The Bears on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. Down right around the 25. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And Parkey's kick is good. And that will stretch the lead to 3 scores now at 19-0. Sparky now, following the made field goal to kick this one off. This will be taken about the 12. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. A first down throw for Prescott. He's going to let it fly. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup, 41 yards. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask you,
What was
maybe
that?
they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hole, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Hey. Ready. Black 22. Hey. 5-0.
They run the power. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Green, triple C. 5-0. Hey, sub. Let's go. Where's that?
Winston here to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off near the 29. He was looking for Gronk that time. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy, because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Prescott now. Caught left side, Williams. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. Prescott now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Leonard Floyd in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position, because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Prescott from the gun. They'll buy some time right. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout, as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. The Cowboys on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Prescott. That one complete to Elliott. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
26.
Prescott on 1st down. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain, it's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Wow, Charles.